Now let me call all the 21st competitors. She is from Kasitsart University, Bangkok Campus. Please welcome Ms. Kolapon Ketchan-Pasapun. A round of applause, please.
ครับเข้าครับผมเชิญ
As I am studying and living in Thailand, I think that Thais are the people who are the path to help develop the country. And learning about Thailand 4.0 is the thing that we should know and apply in everyday life. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ulapon Ketchan-Pasapun, a first-year English major student from Kasitsart University. Today, I would like to talk about how to support country toward Thailand 4.0. I have divided my talk into 3 parts. The first thing I would like to mention is about education, and the second will be sufficiency economy, and the last is applying technology in everyday life. Let's talk about the first part, education. Education is the foundation of success. So, if we can change the old education system to the one which technology can be involved, it would increase learning efficiency. Learning technology is very important these days because technology changes quickly. Then we need to be ready for learning and getting the most out of it. Furthermore, enhancing your skills and abilities are essential. If we can enhance skills by using technology and innovation, this will help push toward the country. This will help push the country toward Thailand 4.0 eventually. Let's move to the second part, sufficiency economy. Sufficiency economy is about living with balance, or not too much, not too less. I would say apply philosophy of sufficiency economy in our lives helps bring our lives into consistency, which means we have a consistent root and then our country will be able to grow powerfully. And when we combine sufficiency economy with the modern technology and innovation, the result is nation wealth and sustainability. And the final part of this topic is applying technology in everyday life. For this part, I'm going to give you an example about how I can support Thailand 4.0 by applying technology in everyday life. In hoping to change for a better society, we have to step out from the old methods and try to adapt ourselves into the new innovative generation. As I am a student and a new generation, I think that my role is to learn technology which will never stop and try to enhance my skills to communicate internationally, to increase ideas and in order to improve our country. Applying technology has different ways to complete. Like today, everybody has smartphones, which enable to do many smart things. So we can use it and make things useful and add value to ourselves or things that we've done. As I'm a student, I have to study a lot. Therefore, self-learning through internet is a good choice for me and everyone. Because not only will we get knowledge that we need to know, but we also get new perspectives and learn something that we don't know before from people around the world. By the way, we need to analyze the information on the internet carefully. And applying technology, and for analyzing the information on the internet, we can check on the author or organization to screen out which information is reliable or not. Or we can look on the domain name, for example, .org.ac.edu or .gov. In conclusion, education helps us create new technology, while sufficiency economy helps to support the country, helps to support the growth of the country sustainably. These are the important keys. These are the important keys. We have to take into account when stepping to Thailand 4.0. And if we can bring all these methods to success, Thailand won't be trapped in middle income, and which means people will get better well-being and happier life. Thank you for watching and attention.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we will have 1 minute for the judge to finalize the score. Just keep silent. Thank you.
For our next competitors, she is from Rajabhat University. Please welcome Ms. Nathanan Mohoptu. A round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nathanan Mohoptu. I'm a sophomore education student from Rajabhat University. I'm so excited to be here today and have the opportunity to speak with all of you about how can we support the country toward Thailand 4.0. But first, I want to ask everyone over here, do you really know what Thailand 4.0 is? Well, if you don't know, don't blame yourself because a survey from Economic Business forecasting say that half of businesses of Thailand know or do not think about Thailand 4.0, and it is only 17% say it knew it comprehensively. I was not in the 17%. From the Thai embassy website said that Thailand 4.0 is a new economy that will aim at pushing Thailand to the world economic scale. And Thailand will change traditional farming to smart farming, traditional SME to smart enterprises, traditional technology to the arts of the state of technology. But still, a lot of Thai people don't understand what it is. And as for me, and I think most of us here have been living and studying in Thailand for our entire life. And I think you can all agree with me that Thailand has changed a lot in these short periods of time and continue to change and grow at a incredible pace, right? The technology like the cell phone or the automobile or air conditioner that you don't even recognize it, or farm tractor for example, along with many technological that came into our country to help and develop and improve our new way of life, right? And I want to say that before we can talk about the new economic and model industry, I think we need to focus on our education because right now I think our education they have issuing hindering on our current educational system. We cannot properly support our country if our people don't become educated in a way that's keeping up with the world, with the modern world, right? So do you remember the thing like when teacher in school, teacher tell us thing like stay still, don't talk back, raise your hand up when you want to speak. They tell you what to think, but they didn't teach you how to think. Give you a short break to eat during 8-hour day and make you complete task to get an A. As long as you follow instruction and pass the exam, that's what make you look cool. Do you remember this? I remember when, like 5 years ago when I was in high school, I have a very small understanding of English language. I could not even speak English and I failed in English class. Instead of my teacher could ask me if she could help or instead attempting to inspire me, the teacher called me to the room and asked me if I wanted to study. Really? That's the question that she asked me. I don't know, but like the teacher, she made a judgment on me that I was a poor student because I didn't score well in the class. And this is apparent to me. This was apparent to me that her concern was not my education, but her taste. This is another example that our public education that failing the use of our country. Right? And to support Thailand 4.0, I think it's not about everybody's job, but it's everyone's job. If you want to focus on education, I think we should change in both ways. Right now, Thailand has broken and we need people who think critically, and independently with the ability to connect our developing country to make. Because education is about to inspire everybody's mind, not to feel it up into the head. And yes, if you want to change, and I am standing here, I don't want you to think that I'm blaming on our educational system, but I want to show you that if we can develop and provide everything on the technology like cell phone or education, why don't we do it the same for education? To upgrade it, change it, and we need to change its forward in school in the home. We need school and teacher to corroborate the old way of teaching. Yes, we can put more active in educating our youth in the home as well. And also, right now, why I encourage you to push our government for the educational reform, this may not come. Every one of you, we need to work on hand with our children, work with their math and writing skill regularly, read them daily, start at a young age. And this is how we can teach our students or our children to be more creative. We need to present them with a problem and let them attempt this active service without any consistent. And to support Thailand 4.0, I think is not everybody's job, like I said earlier, because I think we all need to take part in this because it's not somebody's job. We all need to take part in this. Go along the way with this. Go big or go home, as you say. And I don't say that you have to do it perfect, but you have to put in effort. Just a few small steps of yours will collectively us to develop our country. And in school, they might not rely so much on broken educational system. And the teacher that interested takes on modern learning is willing the student to corroborate their own learning and make them have more creative thinking, and the knowledge that have covered by them will be meaningful for them. And I think this is how we'll prepare our make Thailand for our success. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your speech. Okay. Okay, now we have 1 minute for the judges to finalize the scores. Please keep silence.
Okay, for our next competitors, he is from Rajabhat University as well. Please welcome Mr. Saksit Su. A big hand, please.
Good afternoon, judges. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Saksit Su. I'm a sophomore scholarship student from Cambodia, currently studying in Thailand and majoring in agriculture from the Faculty of Agricultural Technology of Rajabhat University. The topic which I'll be presenting today is, as I'm living or studying in Thailand, how can I support Thailand towards Thailand 4.0? Now, before I get into how I'm going to support Thailand in its upcoming new ideal policy, I ought to elaborate what Thailand 4.0 means. Thailand 4.0 is an initiative put in place by the Thai government with the aim to move Thailand further into an innovation-driven, high-income nation, smart nation. Smart City is part of the Thai government's 4.0 initiatives to transform big cities in Thailand into technology hubs. Smart city domains include smart economy, smart mobility, smart energy and environment, smart governance, smart people, and smart living. Ladies and gentlemen, Thailand 4.0 is going to bring many amazing changes to Thailand. But the policy will only be a success unless the people of Thailand steps up and changes the country. My qualification of that statement is, in the following era of Thailand 4.0, technology will be guiding every sector of the country. So what ought to be developed or upgraded isn't just the policy alone. We, the students, we need to build the skill sets of the people of the country. Students, scholars, like us, we are the people of the new generation. We will be the foundation on which to grow the country. We will become a fundamental and indispensable resource to Thailand. Now, questions I ask myself are, how can I help Thailand? How can I show them that the chances they have given to me to study in Thailand for free wasn't a waste? Can I prove myself worthy? Can I make them proud? The most important question is, what exactly can I do to help Thailand? I'm trying to help now, but once I've graduated, I want to help a whole lot more. I will show them that the chances they have given to me has made me a better person. I will prove myself that I'm worthy of being a part of this new ideal policy. I will show them that I'm worth it, and I will give them back for what they have given me. I strongly believe that agriculture is a crucial sector of any country's economy. And I'm currently pursuing agriculture as my bachelor degree. So agriculture is where I'm going to be leaving my mark. The goal of Thailand 4.0 in the agricultural sector is to introduce modern style farming and changing the traditional ways of how people do farming in Thailand into a modern way, what we call it smart farming. And my part in Thailand 4.0, in order to make it work, is to basically introduce the modern way of farming, or smart farming, into Thailand's agricultural sector and expand its capabilities. Smart farming will then be introduced, spread, developed, throughout Thailand. Through leveraging technologies, farmers will become entrepreneurs and improve their local economies. One focus of Thailand 4.0 in the agricultural sector is to promote and strengthen its resources, its abundant resources for local and international use. Smart farming will then be increased yields per acre by reducing inefficiencies, water consumptions, fertilizers, chemicals that may put harm on soil, animal, and us, people. Now this requires a drastic shift of strategy to encourage adoption and adaptation towards modern technology. Now here lies an underlying question. What will happen to rural people that lack the necessary knowledge of modern farming? The answer is simple. We are students and scholars of the new generation. Our job is to make positive impact and changes to Thailand in future times. We are the ones who are supposed to be developing the farming population. I myself is trying to my best to gather as much knowledge as I can, so that I'll be able to share and teach it among the people in this country, Thailand, and also my home country, Cambodia. I believe this is the key. Us students, we believe this is the key on how we're going to shape Thailand and fit ourselves into the new era. We will be the people who will implement the plan throughout the country. We will be the people who make the plan a reality. I am passionate about my major. I'm passionate about helping Thailand by helping people. This way, they'll be able to come up with better ideas. Citizens of Thailand will be able to gather and get new innovative technological ideas and easily for them to fit into the new era. That is how I'm going to support Thailand in Thailand 4.0. To help share and teach the use and importance of smart farming and farming with technologies among the rural people of Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, now please, we have 1 minute for silence for judges to finalize the score. Please keep silence.
Okay, to all our training board competitors, she is from International College, King Mongkos, University of Technology, North Bangkok. Please welcome Ms. Champanya Chung. A round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Champanya Chung. I'm a student from International College, King Mongkos, University of Technology, North Bangkok. First of all, I would like to thank Buriram University, especially the staff, for arranging this speech competition and giving me this great opportunity to give a speech for the very first time of my life. Second of all, please allow me to state the questions again. As we are studying and living in Thailand, how can we support the country towards Thailand 4.0? Thailand doesn't just jump right into Thailand 4.0. Before Thailand can move towards Thailand 4.0, Thailand has been through several phases of economical and industrial developments. That includes Thailand 1.0, which relies on agriculture as the only source of productions. Thailand 2.0, which relies
labor. Thailand 3.0, which is where Thailand is right now, focusing on heavy industry and skilled labor. Comparing to the past, Thailand has been doing well on its own. So, why do we need to change? Based on Thailand Ministry of Commerce, Thailand has been at Thailand 3.0 for 20 years. And the economic growth is starting to drop from 7% to only 3%. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the reason why we need to change. That's the reason why Thailand needs to be Thailand 4.0. With the help of technology, creativity, and innovation, Thailand 4.0 will help Thailand to be a produce-more business country, meaning a country with higher efficiency, with greater productivity in manufacturing and services. Now, to help you to get a clearer picture of what Thailand 4.0 will look like, let's take farmers as an example. In the past, farmers were only producers who had no control over the produce, the process, or even the pricing. However, farmers in Thailand 4.0 is different. They are known as smart farmers. These people use technologies to help them plan out their results, estimate the production cost, to help them maximize the profit, and also to prepare them for any possible risk. Like a group of farmers in Ban Nong Sarai, Kanchanaburi province. They use technologies like drone, mobile phone apps, and weather stations. Those technologies help them to cut down the cost by 20% and increase their produce by 10%. With these technologies, these farmers are not just farmers, but they are entrepreneurs who work less for more. On the other hand, one thing that has never changed since Thailand 101, 201, since Thailand 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, or even the upcoming era 4.0 is that they depend on their human capital. If we talk about human capital, that includes all of us. We, the people who are living in Thailand, play an important role in these transitions. So, it is important that each and every one of us make a contribution. Now, I want you guys to ask yourself, what kind of contributions have you made so far? The first and foremost things that you all can do is education. Education is the fundamental step to build values in humans with knowledge and skills. Education also inspires creativity, innovation, and technological advances. As a college student myself, I find education both inside and outside of the university have great impact on my life. They change the way on how I do things and on what I want to change in the future. The second thing that we all can do is to be open-minded and be supportive towards new things ahead of us. Because an advanced technology is nothing without its supporter and follower. Let's take cashless society as an example. If no shop owners register for QR code payment, the implementation won't work. If no customers learn to use internet banking and still go to traditional bank to do payment, the implementation won't work. So, it's the same case as Thailand 4.0. Without us, its supporters who are willing to change our way of doing things, Thailand 4.0 will not happen. The third thing is about our adaptability. It refers to how fast we can catch up with the changes in the society. While Thailand is moving towards the future, it is important that its people is changing as well and is aware of the changes in the society. And advancements in Thailand 4.0 are expected to help our lives easier and less complicated.
So if we fall behind the advancement, our lives will just become harder and harder. Finally, a message to my fellow college students. In order for a successful transformation of Thailand 4.0, we need to keep educating ourselves to be a better version of ourselves. We need to keep our minds and our heart open toward new things. Lastly, we need to keep updating ourselves so that we are aware of the changes in our society, and we don't fall behind other people. Lastly, I believe that we are on the right track, but we still need to work harder. With each of your contributions, I believe that this will be a successful transformation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, please give time for 1 minute for the judges to finalize the score. Thank you.
Now let's move on to our 25th competitor. She is from Sakunakun Rajabat University. Please welcome Ms. Serapapa Dina. A round of applause.
To our respected judges, teachers, and all those students, a pleasant afternoon. It's an honor and a great privilege to be here. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Serapapa Dina. I'm a first-year student of Rajabhat University. The topic that was given to me is, as you are studying and living in Thailand, how can you support the country towards Thailand 4.0? Many of us must have already heard of Thailand 4.0. It is a vision that will bring the country forward. Education will play a big role in realizing the country's vision of the future. Education is one of the most important key factors to improve the thinking ability of the youth who will become the future generation of this country. Stability, prosperity, and sustainability are three important goals to develop a country. If the youth will be equipped with the knowledge of the importance of these goals through KBE, knowledge-based economy, with an emphasis on research and development, creative thinking, and the innovation, surely Thailand 4.0 will be materialized. The educational institutes, particularly schools, must all jump into the same bandwagon and head toward one direction. With the innovation and future technology, Thailand will become a high-income nation in the future by means of exporting competitive commodity. We should focus on sustainable growth and development in order to achieve economic upswing without destroying the environment. The country will be secure and wealthy to last the test of time. As one of the students in Thailand, I also believe that education will play a very important role of the realization of Thailand 4.0. I will be a strong mechanism in the future toward our country's economic development. If I do my part well as a student now, I will be a productive member of the society after I graduate. What skills should I need to improve to support Thailand toward Thailand 4.0? First, Thailand 4.0 needs a society with people who has the creativity to drive Thailand to be great in many more ways. I should be more involved in doing researches. I will focus my research in the new ways that could help improve our country's commodities so they could compete in the international market. Exporting the new products will also boost our economy in the future. Second, I must improve my English communication skill because English language is the key to international communication. It is the key to succeed in the world economy. The most important way to improve your English skills is to practice our listening, reading, writing, and speaking skill. For example, I will try to converse with my foreign teachers to improve my speaking skill. To improve my reading skill, I will take time to read Bangkok Post and BBC online. Instead of sending text messages in Thai all the time, I will try to send text messages in English to improve my writing. I will write a daily journal of my activities every day, and I will listen to English podcasts and watch English movies. Lastly, because Thailand 4.0 is an innovation-driven vision, learning modern technology is a necessary skill, especially for a student like me. For example, if you want to start your business while you are studying in the university, you can use your Facebook account to promote your shop for free. You can also use the different types of media to learn new things and improve ourselves. Technology makes everything easier and faster, but we should use it without putting the environment at risk. We should make sure that we preserve our natural resources to sustain the need of the future generation. Lastly, as one of the students in Thailand, I also believe that, I will support the country through Thailand 4.0. I will be one of the best contributing factor to realize it together with the other students. Thailand 4.0 is not just a vision, it will be materialized. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, please keep silent for the judges to finalize the score. In 1 minute, thank you.
Okay, for the next speaker, he is from Soranari University of Technology. Please please welcome Mr. Abichai Pepota. A round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abichai Pepota. I am studying in the Aeronautical Engineering program at Suratnam University of Technology. Today, I'm here to talk about Thailand 4.0. I'm pretty sure that most people would ask what Thailand 4.0 is and why it is important to us. If we are in Thailand 4.0, what Thailand 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 is? Let me tell you a little bit about it. Every country needs to be developed. The development must be going forward step by step. For Thailand, the first is Thailand 1.0, emphasizes on agriculture, and Thailand 2.0 is light industry, and Thailand 3.0 is advanced industry. Now we're going to talk about Thailand 4.0 after we walk through Thailand 3.0. Thailand 4.0 is an economic model that emphasizes to improve on several economic challenges from past economic model. So how to improve the old economic model? Thailand has been working hard for just a little yen. It just needs a new approach so as to work different but make big yen. Instead of producing simple commodity, Thailand should create innovation. However, the mentioned goals cannot happen in Thailand without the most important thing, which is human resources. If you ask me how I can support this economic model for my country, I will begin with myself by developing myself to have 3 qualifications: work smartly, study smartly, and think smartly. Work smartly is the first qualification that I am going to talk about. Have you been busy? When you're driving a car and you forgot to fill the petrol? Have you worked too hard and you got sick? You know, your job is not done and you also forgot that efficient work should come from taking care of your health first. Abraham Lincoln said that, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. I think it's very, very true. And I have brought the concept to apply in my study and found that it is workable. When I start working on something, I assign time limit to the task. Sure, to do this make me more productive, so that to bring the tasks into the batches, try to design them and try to get them done to complete in the time frame allotted. I think it is work smarter, not harder. So how do we make smart people to work smartly? This question can find the answer from the second qualification, which is study smartly. And I think there is a lot of tools for learning in this way. But I think the most important tools is the internet. And Thailand has provided commercial internet since 1995. Therefore, I started using internet to send email or search for information in Google since I was in primary school. Currently, the internet has influence on society, culture, and communication. Everything can happen on the internet, you know. We have e-commerce, online banking, and online education. I would like to give an example from my experience. I learned about aircraft design, but not only from textbook, but also from the internet. But it doesn't mean I did not go to school. I just felt bored of learning from textbook all the way I did not like. So I started learning by myself through YouTube or the other online resources to find information on how high and how fast the aircraft can fly, to design my own aircraft for my project work. I think it is a chance for people like us to learn without limitation, and we can learn anywhere, anytime we want. The last qualification will serve the idea of innovation. It is think smartly. and being a creative person and thinking without limitation. I discovered, my friend, if being creative is a talent or something we can practice. In my viewpoint, creativity is changing your viewpoint. When I have a problem, I always think, if there is a way to do it better, we will have a lot of questions in our head about how we work and how we can develop ourselves. If we see things in different ways from other people, it will increase our experience and knowledge. I studied in Thai school for all of my life and have been Thai educational system. I think it is a passive learning in which the learner is only taking information and the belief of senior people are always right. That makes Thai students afraid of giving their opinion or having different idea, and they are afraid of criticism. In class, I try to ask questions and discuss a lot of topics that's different clear and share my idea about pros and cons with teacher and my classmates. We need our human resources to be creative people, and they will create innovation. We should dare to think differently. In conclusion, I wish our country as a company, Thailand 4.0 is a policy, and we all are human resources of this company. For the company to be successful and meet its goal, it should have quality staff who can proceed policy. Therefore, I will begin with myself by developing myself to be a person who works smartly, waste less time, be efficient, and be creative in order to be one part of the country to move Thailand to be Thailand 4.0. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so please keep silent for 1 minute for the judges to finalize the score. Thank you.
Okay, now let's move on to our 27th competitor. She is from Kasitra University, Bangkok campus. Please welcome Ms. Kunyada Kausuma. A round of applause, please.
Alright, everybody, let's imagine one day we live more confidently in our home, Thailand, by having technology to help us, and it creates sustainable growth for our society. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Kaneda Kausama. I'm a first-year student majoring in English and Faculty of Humanities, Kasetsat University. I'm here today to talk about how to support the country towards Thailand 4.0. Okay, before Thailand moved to the 4.0 period, many industries focused on a large number of laborers, especially unskilled laborers. Hiring unskilled laborers caused negative effect to economic growth because the entrepreneurs paid more but got less. This occurred in Thailand 1.0 to 3.0 period. It turned out that the economic growth stopped for